everybody, it's the Black Rabbit here, and today, as per one of my subscribers' request, I'm doing an Iron tutorial. It's gonna be a assassin centric, or it's gonna be based on the assassin class because it's honestly the only class that I know enough to speak confidently about in PvP. Um, so I'm just gonna go through the basics in this video. It's just gonna be a basic assassin tutorial here, one-on-one. Um, I'll probably go more in depth, combos and all that stuff in the future if this um, if I need to, or you know um, if it's something that's wanted as well. But um, so where do you start? Well, if you want a PvP, I'll tell you. Uh, Honestly, you might want to wait till 7.0. Uh, but as of now, I mean, some things don't change, and that's what I'm gonna be focusing on this video. So basically, if you can, um, or what you should focus on first is getting um, run speed boots, right? You the assassin class is very dependent on speed. More so, I mean, speed is running speed. I mean, um, it's important for every class. It's important for the game overall, but as an assassin, you just lean on it more, and if you and also I would not suggest anyone to start playing IN as an assassin unless you have, I'm just gonna throw it out there, money to spend on the game, extra money, getting the subscription and everything. Uh, so you can get uh because um your assassin is not only difficult, the combos are more complex than other classes, I believe. Um, Again, I'm only speaking from my limited experience as an assassin, but I have dabbled in other classes and I have noticed patterns. I've been playing for over 10 years now. Um, and I noticed that assassin, it's very you can't do much regard in PvP with lower tier gear. You need mi- upper mid tier to even begin to compete with some of the people that are already geared in any capacity in the game. So it's very demanding. It's a very demanding class. That being said, like I said, um, running speed. Um, you're gonna want to get um, your once you get to level 80 and start farming these camps for Genesis crystals, which are these items here, and you're gonna wanna buy your boots and then level them up to plus 15 once you get these starter boots, which are gonna be ancient, which is gonna be this yellow color, and then after that, at, basically focus on the boots so you can get that running speed boost because the starter yellow rarity boots do not have running speed, and you cannot find running speed in any other boots in the game, I believe, unless you played before this patch. Which no, we're this tutorial is for somebody who's beginning, from today. So that would be the very first thing, enchant your boots and upgrade your boots so you can get that running speed boost. So once you have that, also continuing with the running speed theme, uh, get yourself uh, uh, you know transformation scrolls. I don't know if they still give you transformation scrolls for free. When you're starting the game. But if not, just do COE. Uh, what is that? Do Cradle of Eternity once you're 78 plus. Get two other people and you can clear that. And there's a high probability that you'll get transformation scrolls. So yeah, once you get a transformation scroll, that'll give you that extra running speed, so you won't be as slow. So focus on those two things. Focus on getting a good transformation with good running speed, and then focus on the boots. So running speed is crucial, is imperative, is what you want to focus on if you want to start PvPing as an assassin. Now, the second tip that I would give you, or you know, I don't know, the second thing I would recommend is working on your weapons. Getting getting and upgrading your PvP weapons. Everything else, you can hold off on, but the two things that um, I would advise you to focus on first, gear wise, would be getting your weapons upgraded and getting your boots upgraded. If I had to choose, I would get the boots first upgraded, mainly because it is gonna be easier. It's gonna be it's gonna take less materials and less Kina to do that, and then focus on the weapons. Everything else, comes after, gear wise. Focus on the scroll, focus on your boots, and with the speed boost, it would be it's you can combo better, you can chase better, you can close distances better, you can escape better, you can move faster. It just makes sense if you for me. So once you've done, and of course the weapons, are uh, assassin is about how much damage you can do before you get killed, because it's in a squishy class, so you're not supposed to take that much damage, and the best defense, somebody that's dead can't kill you. That's basically how you play assassin. You kill them before they kill you, and it has to be fast because you can get two shot by most any class. So those are my tips to begin with. Focus on the boots and the weapons. Now, once you've got that taken care of, um, you're gonna want to pick some stigmas. These are my personal favorite. This is my personal favorite build. Um, sensory boost, breakaway, oath of accuracy, deadly abaddon, shadowfall, and quickening doom. Now, the reason I picked these is well, these are my PvP stigmas, right? These are the reason that breakaway is so good in my opinion. And you can go other routes, but if you want a tip from me, I'm gonna tell you what I use and why. So I use breakaway, and this is something that I see a lot of assassins not utilizing, which also you might want to focus on leveling these as well. But myself, I don't play basically enough to grind it. You need to. Iron is a very grindy game if you're not gonna spend money on it. So be warned about that. You be ready to spend at least a couple hours a day playing it hardcore if you plan to get anywhere in the game, gear wise or stat wise, fast. You know, you gotta. It's a commitment. But anyways, so breakaway. The reason I use breakaway is because it's dual purpose. It's a buff which gives you basically resistance, increases, removes movement debuffs, and increases resistance to stun, knockback, stumble, spin, and airborne by 500 for 7 seconds. So that's a buff. Aside from that, it gets rid of binds. You know, like um, on debuffs that bind you. You know, bind. I'm not sure how to put it in another way. It's a bind. It's just a debuff that makes you that doesn't allow you to move and makes you makes you freeze basically. Um, it can be used so it's very useful. Um, what else about breakaway? I don't know, man. It seems like a no-brainer to me because a lot, you can you can use it as a buff, like I said, against it works well against assassins that just it's it's and it helps you save a super healing potion. It's just very useful in a lot of situations. Deadly Abaddon. Deadly Abaddon is not a skill I would always use, or a stigma that I would always use. But given the fact that like I said, damage is really important. What Deadly Abaddon is a staple now because of that. You need every little bit of damage. Every little bit of damage counts. So Deadly Abaddon, it's just a buff that lasts for for a whole minute. That increases your attack. So you know it's an attack increase buff, and like I said, that's important to the way that I play assassin. Trying to kill somebody as quick as possible. Um, Increases your physical attack by 250 for 1 minute, while decreasing your evasion by 200. That's totally worth it. If you're gonna kill them fast. Shadowfall. Shadowfall is another stun. Stuns, are always welcome, and it's a stun on a stun. So it's basically a combo skill. There's no reason for any assassin not to slot this stigma. It's just what are you doing if you don't have Shadowfall? Like it just continues a lot of combos. It's a skill that I love using, and the animation is cool. Selected target grabs a stunned target and slams downward to inflict 1,271 physical damage and make the target stumble. So there you go. It's just basically an extra combo skill. Oath of Accuracy. This is when this is on, I feel invincible. It's like, and anybody who knows the game knows how deadly Oath of Accuracy is. It's insane. It increases your accuracy by 1,500 and your magical accuracy, which is also very important for assassins. Both magical accuracy and accuracy are important, but if you had to choose, go with accuracy. But don't undermine the importance of magical accuracy as well in assassin, because two of your well, actually three of your debuffs, on the rune system depend on magical accuracy to land. So the oath of accuracy, you pop it for 20 seconds. You got free range on somebody if you work their debuffs. If you watch for their debuffs. So oath of accuracy, another stigma that for the meta is very important, and it just strikes fear in the heart of your enemy once you have it, and with just cause. Now, sensory boost, is one that I would say is the least of the staples. Is one that I think you could probably rotate with other skills that you might like. Probably there's one that is really helpful if you're gonna solo, but personally I don't use it because that's not my style of play. But I would understand. I think it's Shadow Walk, which it's another hide that lasts longer than the hide that you have by default. So that would be well, no, it wouldn't be my second choice, but that's a popular choice, I would say it. But sensory boost, the one that I use, it just increases your evasion and magic resistance by 2,200. So you pop this and you pop it with either with your Slayer form, which gives you a ton of buffs as well. Then you can you're like um I don't know, man. You're cloaked. You're shielded. Um you can you again, you got free range, on a target, that you feel, I don't know, like you got super instinct, like Goku, you just move without without with a little bit more ease once you got sensory boost, because the magic resistance repels a lot of the magical damage, and most stones, most stuns by most classes are magic in base. So it's just it adds to you. It complements the breakaway. If you don't have the breakaway buff or the remove shock buff, then you pop your sensory boost, and it's like um, you're invincible the whole time if you manage your buffs correctly. And then finally, Quickening Doom as the greater stigma, or the major stigma. And Quickening Doom is just another stun, which again it works beautiful. It's just a combo skill in my opinion. Once the pain rune or the binding rune, you know, um, or the your dizzying ambush. All those three are stuns. Once they go off, you can just pop them with the Quickening Doom and continue just basically stun locking them. That's what it's called. It's just great for that. It's just continuing a combo and just stun locking an enemy and DPSing away with it. So I wouldn't use Quickening Doom as a starter stun, but I would use it to extend the time of a pain rune, or even an ambush. So that's basically the stigmas that I use and the reasoning why I use them. So take it as you will with over there. There's plenty other stigmas, and maybe I'll do, if you guys want a more in-depth look at all the stigmas and how I would use them. I don't know. You guys can tell me in the comments uh, if you would like that. Um, so I've explained, the armor, what to shoot for, and the stigmas. Now, um, let's see what else to focus on. If the stats that are most important in my opinion, or the that you should slot mana stones, are physical attack. You want to slot all your gear with physical attack and or crit, and if you, in accuracy. Here, okay, crit. Okay, I'll put it from most important to last important. The If you can get physical attack mana stones, if you can't get that, get critical, physical crit attack or stones, mana stones, and below that, I would say accuracy, and lastly, magical accuracy. Everything else, I don't think it's useful for an assassin in any way. So those are the mana stones that you want to socket in your gear. Um, what else? What else? What else can I talk about? Um, let's see. So that's basically the basics of what you want to focus on if you wanna start PvPing. I mean, it's not what you should. All of this is gonna take a little while to gather, because of all the grinding and stuff. So once you have all of this, then you will ready. I think you would be ready to PvP once you have run speed boots, a decent, at least greater transformation, one of the green transformations that fits your assassin. That increases physical attack, crit, and run speed. And after that, get all your stigmas together and get your weapons upgraded at least to mythic. Get all your ancient armor, all your ancient gear, PvP gear, and then you're ready to go off and start practicing. Um, I didn't plan to go in into battle uh in this video, but I realized that I really don't have that much else to say regarding what I wanted to say, which is basically what you need to start PvPing. Um, the basics. So I guess I covered it all here. Uh, and yeah, I guess that's it. I'll see you guys in the next video. Thanks for watching. This is the Black Rabbit signing off. Peace.